Mittlerweile nervt die ganze Streaming-Plattform nur noch. Naja, weil es einfach zu viele gibt. Und weil es zu viel verteilt wird. Und dazu kommt noch, was halt bei Netflix der größte Fehler ist. Die machen eine Staffel von irgendeinem geilen, von einer geilen Serie. Ich meine, ich schaue es eh nicht, aber von irgendeiner geilen Serie und dann kommt es halt nach einer Staffel, ist halt einfach weg. Ja, hat nicht so viel eingenommen, wie wir wollten, weg damit. Warum also noch was anfangen, wenn es eh nur eine Staffel gibt am Ende? Wie war der? Sie ist hier? Oh Gott sei Dank. Gott sei Dank, danke Genshin. Ich dachte, sie steckt nämlich in dem Legendenauftrag irgendwo fest und ich kann irgendwann nicht mehr weitermachen.
The way you speak, one might have presumed you were displeased to be in one's presence.
Sei gegrüßt, Fürstin der stehenden Wolken Stirnwinde. Sei gegrüßt, Xianyun.
Take note, Paimon. You could learn a thing or two about how to respect your elders.
Ugh, starting on the elder stuff already, huh? Shouldn't you be back in your cave tinkering away at some kite-related thingamabob or something?
Drachenbau Klimbim.
What brings you out here? And what's with that huge box next to you? Ah! Paimon gets it. You're here to do some shopping, aren't you?
And what of it?
Was ist das für eine riesige Tasche, Alter?
The Qixing's decision to integrate Fontanian technology into said kite-flying competition is of no consequence to oneself. Did you expect one to willfully compete against the whimsical trends of worldly sentiment, or perhaps even fall to petty sulking over such?
It's not that we think those things exactly. That's just what Mountain Shaper and Mooncarver told us, or Tia something and Ho. Paimon can't be bothered to remember what their aliases were called.
Ich habe nicht mal versucht, mir ihre Namen zu merken, Alter. Weil ich schon gewusst habe, die tauchen so selten auf, als ob ich den dämlichen menschlichen Namen merken kann.
Anyway, they went to Liyue Harbor to look for you. They even asked us to pass along their regards if we ran into you.
Oh, huh.
Xianyun?
Hat sie vergessen?
It appears time has quite flown since one's arrival in Liyue Harbor. How could one have forgotten about those two old fossils? One shall have to bring them back some divine herbs to atone for this slight. Nay, given that one has ventured all this way to Yilong Wharf, tea would be more advisable. A great thought has illuminated one's mind once again. One is reminded that certain purchases have yet to be made.
Wieder ist bei großartiger Gedanke wie ein Blitz durch den Kopf geschossen, weil sie TS mitbringen will? Okay. Übertreiben wir halt da weg.
Perhaps you two could wait here whilst one performs this task. It'll be but a moment.
Huh? Wait, here? You really just gonna ditch us here to watch your stuff? Oh, that woman really just does whatever she wants.
Ich gehe nachsehen, was sie vorhat. Ich überlasse es dir, auf die Dinge aufzupassen.
Hey, not you too, traveler! Oh, all this Paimon ditching is super not appreciated.
Das ist super not appreciated.
Just come back soon, okay? Paimon doesn't want anyone to try and steal his stuff.
Welcome. Please have a look around. We only sell teas of the finest quality, sourced directly from Chaoying Village. Might I recommend the Sunglo variety? It's one of our specialties.
Okay. Bin ich der Einzige, der das gerade echt komisch fand, dass der im Prinzip so am Schreien war? Weil ich meine, wenn du deine Hände so vor deinen Mund hältst, ist ja eigentlich, du rufst irgendwo hin. Aber er hat halt geredet, wie wenn die schon vor ihm steht.
Now, that sounds promising. One will bring some back for those old fossils, and all will be well. 2 boxes will do.
Wonderful. By the way, we're actually running a special Lantern Rite promotion. Buy 3 boxes, get 10% off. 4 boxes will net you 20% off.
20% off 4 boxes. This merchant strikes a fair bargain. One might as well give some to Morax and Ping, too. Then 4 shall suffice.
I see. Are you intending to give these as gifts? If so, perhaps I can interest you in these exquisite gift sets. Buy 10, get half off.
Wie er immer weiterverkauft, Alter. Oh, willst du das kaufen? Das ist voll geil. Okay, ich nehme 2. Oh, wenn du mehr wie 2 nimmst, kriegst du das und das. Oh, Gut, ich nehme 4. Oh, willst du es verschenken? Wie wär's mit dem da?
Look at the magnificent design. And the red ribbon gives quite the festive flair, don't you think? Such a gift would be sure to impress any lucky friend or family member.
Wahrscheinlich kauft sie gleich noch das Haus hinten dran dazu.
10 boxes. Seems rather excessive. But if one factors in the conqueror of demons and one's disciples...
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, dann sind es 7.
10. A nice round number, don't you think? Course you do. I'll even shave a little extra off the price for you.
That is agreeable. I will have these boxed up then.
Of course, right away.
Oh.
I see you have quite the eye for fine items, mademoiselle. Perhaps some of my wares might also be of interest to you.
Ihr seid so Penner, Alter, wie es jetzt einfach weitermacht beim nächsten.
I'm a toy merchant from Fontaine. You'll get nothing but the finest and most intricate clockwork toys Mora can buy here. Each one sure to be a source of endless amusement.
Perhaps you could enlighten me then. When should said amusement be derived?
Well, that is, of course, best understood by playing with them yourself. If you could wait just a moment, I can bring one out and give you a demonstration.
Hä, was ist jetzt los?
There is no need for that.
Mademoiselle.
Give me your newest and finest model, and be sure to package it securely.
Ah, of course. Here you go.
Ach so.
The instruction manual is...
I can do without, thank you. Oh, many watchful eyes surround this place. If one were to be spotted purchasing a mechanical toy such as this, a child's plaything no less, it would only invite scandal.
Ja, wie geil.
There is no harm in bringing it back to study in secret.
Soll er zurückkehren, bevor Xianyun etwas merkt.
Oh, Xianyun, did your shopping go smoothly?
Naturally. One may not delight in social interactions, but that does not mean one lacks said faculties.
Scheint, dass Xianyun sich leicht dazu hinreißen lässt, Dinge zu kaufen. Diese Kiste scheint fast zu platzen. Guten Abend, Klaus.
And you two? Are you not here to purchase things?
We just haven't had time yet. It doesn't look like there are any kite stalls around Elong Wharf. But it does look like there are lots of goods from Fontaine.
You are also planning to participate in the kite flying competition then?
Auch?
One means to say, you along with all the other youths. One has been entreated to share one's kite-making expertise, and indeed, there was little one could do about such persistent supplication. One moment energetic and earnest, and dejected the next. One had no choice but to acquiesce to these requests, and thus, one will be organizing a kite-making workshop to provide personal instruction in this art form.
Oh, who will be participating then?
Shuyu, Shenhe, Ganyu, and Yayo.
Wow, that's quite a few people. Also, this is all pretty well, Xianyun, but it's not like you have to make your own kite to participate in the competition. You can just buy one ready-made and call it a day.
Ha! You speak of those equipped with the mechanical lifting device, do you not? 'Tis nothing but a crude piece of mortal machinery. The mechanism that one has developed was the fruit of millennia of meticulous study. Let us not speak of the source of the mechanism's power, but rather its structure. It is composed of materials as light as bamboo and as strong as iron. This composition grants it the lightness of weight to ascend into the sky and the durability to follow the wind for many a mile. It is built with a series of intersecting rods that...
never mind. It is unlikely the two of you will understand, even should one expend the effort to explain. One is better off saving one's breath.
Wenn sie eins kann, dann ziemlich arschig wirken.
It sure seems like you want to talk about it, though.
So, will you be attending the workshop or not?
Huh? Wait, you've been trying to invite us this entire time?
Das hört sich interessant an.
All right then. No need to prepare the materials in any case. One has it all sorted. Arrive at Mount Outsong in 2 days. I shall be expecting you around midday.
Are you leaving? Don't you want a guard to help you with that big box of yours?
Surely you jest. One goes as one pleases. For what reason would one need to rely on another?
Sehr geil.
It can float? What kind of invention is that?
One calls it the floating toting device.
Floating Toading.
She seems pretty proud of that one. Look at her walk
Ich will
down
sowas
the
auch
street.
haben.
She seems so confident, but everyone around her is looking at her all funny. Paimon wonders... never mind. But anyway, that box of hers seems to be full of those mechanical lifty thingamabobs. Not that Paimon was peeking or anything. She just, got a bit unsteady for a second and accidentally brushed the embroidery on top. And wouldn't you know it, all the stuff inside almost came bursting out. Paimon even went out of her way to keep it all together.
Was soll ich bloß mit ihr machen, Palme?
All Paimon say is that Xianyun sure does try hard to save face. What did she call it again? A crude piece of mortal machinery? Paimon bet she just can't wait to take it apart and see how it's made.
Das klingt wie etwas, was sie tun würde.
Totally. We should probably act like we didn't see anything, though. You know, in consideration of her feelings and all. After all, that is the propriety with which one should comport oneself.
Frühlingsprise 1 abgeschlossen. Ja, bla. Gestern Fall Guys gespielt. Ja, dann schön, wenn du den Finale geschafft hast. Ich habe Fall Guys auch schon mal wieder mal überlegt, aber naja. Ich spiele die dann immer nicht lange. Warte auf die verabredete Zeit. 8 bis 12. Aber da hat man jetzt wieder gesehen, warum hat sie so... Ich meine, klar, sie ist ein Charakter, den man spielen und ziehen kann. Der muss halt gut ausschauen, aber... Warum haben denn die anderen zwei so 0815 Charaktere gekriegt, Alter? Das ist doch voll kacke. Ein bisschen fancy könnten die auch ausschauen.
Paimon has never had dim sum at Xianyun kiosk before, but it should be quite the feast for sure. Ooh, and that's Paimon's stomach right on cue telling her it's time to go find Gaming. Let's go!
Please, take a seat and enjoy a nice meal.
Nein, nimm doch du Platz. Wo muss ich eigentlich hin? Muss ich so... Boah, 3600? Achso, ja, ich muss ja... Ups. Welchen Namen hast du reserviert? Ich wollte da einfach reingehen. Ah, okay. Ich dachte, ich kann nicht reingehen ohne irgendeine Reservierung. Ich weiß gar nicht, weil ich letztes Mal eine Serie geschaut habe. Ich schaue eigentlich immer nur
You're here
Animes.
early. I just ordered. The food should be out in a second. Sit down, sit down.
Let's all take a seat!
Here, hand me your cups.
Oh, thank you!
Wait, you weren't supposed to drink that, Paimon.
Hä? Zum Händewaschen?
That was for you to rinse your utensils.
Ah.
That's a thing?
Wenn ihr euch unterhaltet, trefft die dampfende heißen Dim Sum ein nach eine nach dem anderen auf einen Tisch ein. Und gerade als du dachtest, dass alle Gänge serviert worden sind, bringen die Kellner eine großzügige Portion Reisbrei mit Meeresfrüchten.
Wow, so much delicious food. Do you really eat all this just for breakfast?
That's just how we do it where I'm from. Most of the time, though, I don't eat lunch after dim sum.
Oh, that's good to hear. Paimon doesn't need to worry about holding back then.
Eat. If it's not enough, we can always order more. Oh, and there's tong soy coming as well. I don't usually have that in the morning, but, well, since everyone's here, I just had to order it. What about you, traveler? Is the food to your liking? Want some more seafood congee? Let me refill your bowl.
Alter, das wäre prima, danke.
Paimon's gonna take you up on that. Fill it up nice and full and make sure she gets a few extra shrimp. Thanks!
Alle ergreifen ihre Stäbchen und beginnen reinzuschaufeln. Jenes Gericht schmeckt exquisit und einzigartig. Bringst langsam dich zur Entspannung, hältst dich und das Essen macht dich rundum zufrieden. Nicht mal Paimon auch nur einen Bissen verdrücken kann. Oh.
So full. That meal was so satisfying, it even gave Paimon some extra brain juice. Oh, listen. Paimon's figured it out.
Was begriffen?
Let's think about this for a second, Gaming. You invited us to this awesome restaurant and ordered a whole table full of expensive dim sum just for the three of us. Well, you must be hiding the fact that you're some young master from a rich family. That would explain why you try to keep your friends and family away from each other.
Are you confusing me with Xingqiu?
Huh? You know Xingqiu? You sure know a lot of people.
Wer ist Xingqiu? Der blaue Fuzzi?
Well, when you're on the road as much as I am, you hear all sorts of rumors. Sometimes they're true, sometimes they're not. What it comes down to is being able to tell the difference. More often than not, that means knocking on some doors to find out for yourself.
Oh, you truly are a man of many talents, young Master Gaming.
Okay, enough with the teasing. Sorry to burst your bubble, Paimon, but you're wrong about my family situation.
What? Oh, Paimon thought she was onto something there.
My dad is just an ordinary tea merchant. Small scale stuff, you know? It wouldn't even make sense to mention his business in the same breath as the Feiyun Commerce Guild. My dad... he always wanted me to inherit the family business. To be a merchant like him. But that's just not who I am. It's not who I ever wanted to be.
Gaming hat bisher immer so heiter und unbeteiligt gewirkt. So ernst wie jetzt habe ich ihn noch nie erlebt. Das Thema muss ihm sehr am Herzen liegen.
Have you ever talked to him about it? You know, about your interests and aspirations and stuff.
Of course I have. I told him I wanted to be a wushu dancer. That I wanted all of Tevat to see what I could do. According to my dad, though, that wasn't a real job. Just a child's pipe dream.
Oh, that's terrible.
I'm sure he thought I would come around eventually, but wushu dancing has always been the only thing I wanted to do. One day, he tried to get me to visit some other tea merchants to start building the right relationships, but I refused to go. We got into a huge fight. We were this close to throwing hands.
Was? Schlägerei?
In the end, I was so angry that I ran away from home. I haven't been back since.
Oh.
Don't get on my case just yet, okay? It's not like I think I'm completely without fault. No, I know that it wasn't the right way to go about things. But my dad's stubborn. No matter how hard I tried to convince him, it just went in one ear and out the other. There was no changing his mind. I knew talking would only get me so far, but if I made it big in Liyue Harbor, the results could speak for themselves.
Gaming.
But I'm sure you both already know how that's going. Wushu dancing's just not that big in Liyue Harbor. In the past, I would go door to door from store to store, asking if they would be interested in hiring a performer. Most times, I wound up eating nothing but humble pie. And you can't just rely on dreams to put food on the table, right? So I found a job as a guard to make some money. And now I have enough to get by and then some. Still, change takes time. Gotta take it slow, you know?
Paimon understands.
Okay, enough of all that serious talk. Our tea's getting cold. Ooh, let's do something fun this afternoon. What do you say, huh? I'll organize.
Ich glaube, Gaming hat die klassische Karrieregeschichte eines Künstlers aufgedrückt bekommen. Ja, ich glaube, ich kenne das auch viel zu sehr aus Spielen, Filmen und Animes und so.
Actually, we kinda already have plans this afternoon. We told Xianyun that we would go to her kite-making workshop.
Oh?
Are you interested in kite-making, Gaming?
Oh, no. It's just that I happen to know Auntie Xianyun.
Ja. Das ist eine Respektlosigkeit gegenüber Adepten. Tante Xianyun?
That title certainly humanizes her a bit.
Oh, I know that she's an adeptus. I met her during a delivery once. But hasn't she been in the city lately? She's even tried, with some limited success, to change her terms of self-address or something like that.
Wie ein normaler Mensch zu sprechen.
She came to see me a few days ago to ask about luminescent dyes. Oh, wait a second. She doesn't plan on putting those on a kite, does she?
Is that not something you can do?
It's one thing to use it on cloth, but applying it to paper is another matter entirely. Why couldn't she tell me what she wanted them for?
Yeah, she does seem to have trouble with that sometimes.
It would be such a shame if everyone worked so hard on their kites only for them to get ruined in the end. Okay, I'll go with you. If Auntie Xianyun wants to use those dyes on a kite, the formula will need to be changed.
Boah, dann viel
The more
Spaß.
the merrier.
Hat sich gerade geheißen, dass der Tee irgendwie kalt wird oder so? Jetzt ist alles weggeräumt und wir gehen wieder, oder was? Okay. Weil, wo geht's hier eigentlich raus? Hier? Wo müssen wir hin? Ah. Siehst du, es wäre doch was. In die Berge ziehen, eine schöne große Fläche, schönes großes Haus und eine Straße, wo der Amazon-Fahrer herkommt. Oder die Post. Mehr braucht man nicht. Ja, ja, Ganyo, Shinhu. Hua. Ich denke schon wieder am Einnicken ist.
Ganyu! Ganyu! Come on, wake up! Some friends have arrived!
Hello, friends.
Wie so im Stehen halt pennen.
Ganyu!
Oh, I have some mint oil. Perhaps we should try that. A guest at Wanmin restaurant recommended it to me. I've tried it. Its stimulative effects are much stronger than what can be achieved from chewing on mint leaves alone. Apologies in advance.
Oh.
Wait! Shenhe! Not there!
Siehst du, wie Shenhu einen kleinen grünen Flasche herausnimmt, daraus etwas von einem nach Minze duftende Flüssigkeit entnimmt, Ganyus Hörner aufträgt. Ja, ja, und Paimon schauen erschrocken mit offenem Mund, können sie aber nicht rechtzeitig aufhalten. Was passiert?
See? It worked. She's awake.
Are you okay, Ganyu? Do you need some water? Or maybe something to eat?
I'm fine. I just feel chilly all over.
Huh. Was it that effective?
Chilly, huh? Master always says a cool head leads to a calm heart. So, does this mean that heat's what we need to help you, Ganyu? Paimon doesn't think that's what the expression means exactly.
I feel a bit better now. Was I asleep? Must have been around the time I usually take my midday nap.
Did you not sleep last night? That does seem to happen to you often. Perhaps you should come work at Wanmin restaurant with me. We get off at 10 on the dot every night without fail.
I could never. I'm sorry. I seem to have missed your name. You are...
Me? My name is Gaming. I work as a guard for the Secure Transport Agency.
Gaming. The name sounds familiar. I believe I've heard your name mentioned around the Ministry of Civil Affairs. People tell me you're an extremely enthusiastic worker, and you are very generous with your help.
Well, you know me. Or, I guess you don't.
My name is Ganyu. This is Shenhe, and this is Yao Yao.
It's an honor to finally meet you all. Oh, you must be here for Auntie Xianyun's kite-making workshop, right?
Yes. I have neither made nor flown a kite before. As long as Master is willing to teach, I am willing to learn.
Me too. I want to participate in the kite flying competition with my best friend. Plus, it's more meaningful if you make the kite yourself, right? Your best friend didn't come with you? Well, Chi-Chi's been super busy helping Dr. Baiju lately. I'll meet up with her later and give her a huge surprise. Oh, I also brought bandages and ointment with me today. It's easy to cut yourself when working with bamboo, so I thought I should come prepared.
Sind diese Glöckchen eigentlich sau schwer?
Wow, you're really thoughtful.
As for myself, I'm afraid I lack some of my companion's enthusiasm.
Sie ist bloß da, um zu verhindern, dass sie wieder kleine Geschichten erzählt.
I was originally planning to buy a ready-made kite and just enjoy the festive city atmosphere with everyone. But Cloud Retainer is always going out of her way to look after her juniors, wanting us to have the best there is. She always puts us before herself. It was so thoughtful of her to arrange this workshop, so I simply couldn't let such consideration go to waste. My motivation for being here might be a little different, yes, but I'm ready to put in just as much effort as everyone else.
Well, we're all here, but where the heck is Xianyun? Shouldn't she be here by now?
Who is it that speaks of oneself in such an ill-tempered tone?
Hey, wer ist das Kind?
Oh, come on! You clearly heard Paimon! Master stopped to buy grilled tigerfish to share with everyone. Come get it while it's still warm.
Shuyu?
Oh, Paimon, sorry, Miss Illuminated Bird! Paimon always knew you were the smartest, coolest, and prettiest Adeptus. Someone as wonderful as you is sure to have brought enough for Paimon as well.
Hast du nicht erst gefressen, bis du platzen musstest fast? Die Fürstin legt ihre Tasche ab, während Shuyu den gegrillten Fisch austeilt. Soll er anfangen miteinander zu reden, fühlt sich die sonst so stille Umgebung des Okangberges allmählich mit lebhafter Unterhaltung.
So delicious. Paimon's life is complete.
It appears that we've ended up with quite a few participants indeed. Go ahead and divide yourselves into small groups.
Ja, aber wo kommt denn jetzt die Kleine her? Habe ich irgendwas verpasst? Oder vergessen? Wahrscheinlich
The
eher vergessen.
materials are over here. The regular dyes and luminescent ones have been clearly marked. Use them as you see fit. As for how to make the kite, one assumes you all made sure to listen to the instructions one provided while we were eating. Yes? Are there any questions?
Fang den Fuchs, der versucht sie wegzuschleichen.
Paimon may have focused a little too hard on the eating and less on the listening.
Das Basteln übernehme sowieso ich.
Paimon knew she could count on you, Traveler.
One will wait under this tree and avail oneself of the cool air while one digests. Do not hesitate to seek one's company if you have any trouble, questions, or simply want to chat.
We're not in any hurry to get started. Why don't we go see what the others are up to?
Okay, die zwei. Ja, unterhält sich. Ja, wo sind die anderen? Ah, die sind da hinten. Ist das nicht ein bisschen wenig Material für Drachenbau? Na, fangen wir mal da drüben an. Pennt die immer noch?
Shenhe, it would be great if you could refrain from putting things on my horns from now on. They're really quite sensitive.
I see. My apologies. I shall remember that in the future.
Thank you. No harm done.
Good. Could I touch them just once more, though? No oil or anything this time. I've just always wondered what Miss Ganyu's horns feel like.
Uh-oh.
Huh? Please, I told you. Just call me Ganyu. Well, alright. Just be gentle.
Firm to the touch with no discernible temperature. Oh, not unlike certain medicinal plants I've eaten before.
Wir sind eine Analyse machen.
Still, Ganyu appears to be shaking like a cat whose whiskers have just been touched. I should stop.
Ob sie auch Schnurren anfängt?
I see. Then I'll apply the oil to your forehead next time.
Oh, no need. I'll just refrain from taking afternoon naps outdoors. Anyway, we should probably get started on our kite. It won't be long before Cloud Retainer comes to check on our progress. Perhaps we should just choose the most traditional style.
Okay.
Well, they seem to be getting along swimmingly. Let's not disturb them.
Dann gute Nacht, Mel. Mel? Ja, Mel. Und schön, dass du da warst.
Hey, Gaming, want to team up?
Huh? I have to participate? I thought I'd be done for the day after adjusting the die formula.
You're that unenthused by kite making, huh? That doesn't seem like you.
No, it's not that. It's just... it would take too long to explain. I guess I'll just make one then. What shape should we go with? How about a butterfly?
Der Schmetterling symbolisiert den Wunsch nach Freiheit. Vielleicht ist das auch das, wo noch Gaming sucht.
What do you think,
Ich kann mit
Xianyun?
Gaming nicht
Is
abgewöhnen.
there a particular design you want?
I want a swanee.
Was ist das?
That might be a little hard to pull off.
True, but I still want to try. They're super cute.
Okay, it's decided then.
Was ist Suani? Oder Suaini? Egal. Die machen Vögelchen.
Auntie Cloud Retainer, look! Am I doing it right?
Very good. Your frame is nice and sturdy. This design, is it a finch?
Yep.
Knuffig.
One is looking forward to seeing your finished product.
What color are you going to make it, Yao Yao? I haven't decided yet. If I make it blue, it'll be more like my friend. But if I make it gold, it'll be more like me.
If you are asking for one's own opinion, one would advise choosing gold. When giving a gift, the key consideration is the recipient's feelings, is it not? One imagines your friend would much prefer a kite that reminds them of you.
Oh, hey, I never told you the kite was for Chi-Chi. How did you know?
With age comes wisdom, child. One simply has a way of knowing things.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Auntie Cloud Retainer. I'm gonna start painting it gold right now.
Good. One will watch. You two seem strangely unoccupied. One was under the impression that one was supposed to be doing the relaxing. Is your kite finished?
We actually haven't started yet, but we're going to start, right now. We can
Los
start on
dann.
our kite now. Let's go.
Starten.
First, we have to decide on the shape. Hey, what are you laughing at?
Natürlich basteln wir einen pipengeformten Drachen.
Oh, that's not a completely...
Echt,
good
Alter? Wir machen einen
idea.
Paimon Drachen, geil.
If nothing else, a Paimon-shaped kite could at least make sure you never get lost on your travels and always find the tastiest food and funnest things to do wherever you go. Maybe we're not exercising enough artistic license. Ooh, we should exaggerate this a bit. How about this? The word Paimon means the guardian angel of travelers.
Du hast den Namen des Drachen nach der Anweisung der Fürstin. Okay, das ist ja geil. Ich hoffe, wir dürfen den behalten.
Well, what expression should we give her? Since the kite is going to be flying super high in the sky.
Selbstzufrieden, angsterfüllt, schuldbewusst. Selbstzufrieden.
Ooh, like this? Ooh. The title of Champion Kite Flyer is mine!
Ja, das ist der.
Now that we've decided, let's make it happen!
Jetzt bin ich gespannt. Jetzt würde ich gerne die anderen Gesichtsausdrücke dann noch sehen.
It's done! Paimon has to say, Kai Paimon might even rival real Paimon in terms of cuteness.
Kein Paimann.
Now we just have to attach the string, right?
All right, gather around, everyone.
Oh, Xianyun's calling us!
Let one take a look.
Und?
Wow! Ganyu and Shenhe made a slither-tailed swallow.
Das Ding ist es.
It's so pretty.
Ach, die haben den Cloud Returner gebaut.
Yep. The coloring makes it look a lot like Master. If the tail wasn't split in two like that, it might even be a spitting image. If you look closely, there are a few spots where the colors go outside the lines. Did you doze off while painting it, Ganyu?
I did the painting. I stared at the paper for quite some time, but I simply could not recall the coloring of any bird. Except Master. Or should I say that I'm too familiar with her crane form? Even when she stands before us in human form, all I can see is blue and white.
Oh. Well, now that you mention it, Paimon can see it too.
Exactly. So I simply closed my eyes and painted from memory.
No way. You can paint with your eyes closed? Wow. The disciples of Adepti really are something.
You are most filial, Shenhe. One is flattered by the likeness.
Der Brathähnchen dran für Paimann, ja.
The Swanee that Gaming and Shuyu made looks very majestic. I'm sure it'll look even more impressive as it soars through the sky.
The eyes and ears glow in the dark, so you're sure to see it at night. Your golden finch is cute too, Yao Yao.
Okay, jetzt mal eine Frage. Warum sollte der schwerer sein wie die anderen Vögel? Ja gut, er hat ein bisschen mehr Kurven und so, ne? Aber ist ja egal.
It's all thanks to Auntie Cloud Retainer's guidance.
What about your kite, traveler?
Alter, perfekt.
Its self-important countenance bears a striking resemblance to that of its namesake.
Der Gesichtsausdruck, so
It
geil.
makes her look like she's already won the competition. Well, that's gonna happen one way or another.
Is that the Jade Chamber?
Hä?
Oh?
Eine sanfte Brise weht vorbei, während das Jade gemacht den Anwesenden zu Füßen schwebt.
Who dares attempt such a flagrant display of impropriety by releasing a kite into one's territory without one's permission?
Oder ist das Gerät
To
drunter?
do so by making use of this crude piece of mortal machinery. One simply must know who it is that possesses such impertinence.
Boah, was, Alter? Leck mich fett.
Continue attaching the strings, everyone. One will be but a moment.
Cloud Retainer? Traveler, Paimon, could I trouble you to go after Cloud Retainer?
Master's going to be okay, right?
I'm more worried about the person who released the kite.
Ja, das dachte ich mir jetzt eben auch, Alter. Die war echt angepisst, Mann. Sie ist eine ruhige Persönlichkeit, aber voll.
There's wind up ahead. Looks like we can glide over.
Ja, wir haben ein Ding. Wir haben den Paimann-Drachen dabei. Alter, wo zur Hölle geht das hin? Jetzt bin ich gespannt, wer es war.
It's right there.
Hä? Wir sehen niemanden.